Am I the asshole for taking my little cousin out with me and my friend after nobody attended his birthday party? I had plans to hang out at an arcade with my friend Alex, also 16M, not his real name, at 2 p.m. Meanwhile, my 7-year-old cousin's birthday party was scheduled from 12:00 to 5:30. While waiting for my hangout time with Alex, I decided to help my aunt with the preparation, especially with the cake and cupcakes and setting up the snacks on the table. But honestly, the best part was spending time with my adorable little cousin. We were both super hyped up for his party. But brew, the fact that absolutely nobody showed up for his party is fucking insane. He waited alone, not RLY. I was there. But aside from me there was none of his friends for a whole hour. And all the decorations, treats, and snacks were just sitting there untouched. Seeing him overwhelmed with negative emotions made me sad. I didn't want this day to be ruined for him, so I took matters into my own hands and called up Alex and asked if we could go to the arcade earlier and bring my cousin along. We had an amazing time there and he ended up feeling so much better. When we returned home with my cousin though, my mom and aunt were yelling at me, claiming that I had messed up. They insisted that my cousin would have had a better time with family. Look, I get it. We would have all spent quality family time together. But in that moment, all I wanted was to ensure that my cousin's special day wasn't completely ruined. He had an absolute blast at the arcade. And I genuinely don't see how I'm the one in the wrong here. BTW. My little cousin doesn't have many friends and he invited all the people he felt comfortable with, including his best friends, so you can just imagine how heartbroken he is. So like, am I the asshole? Did I actually mess up by making my cousin tag along with me and my friend? Edit. Yes. I asked permission from an adult. I asked my mom if it was okay before leaving and she was totally fine with it and told me she'd inform my aunt. However, when I came back she switched up real fast and both of them started yelling at me. Not the asshole. You did your cousin a huge favor. You're an amazing superstar. You did all you could to change the narrative of what would be a birthday to forget. Otherwise, you created a good memory to replace the sadness that would follow him for a very long time. So sad your family didn't agree. Make yourself a superhero avatar. You are the best in humanity. As somebody who went through exactly this, you're not the asshole. I still remember how depressing it was and how alone I felt. My mom and her friend took me out the next day and that helped, but I will never forget the way that day made me feel. Not the asshole. Your poor little cousin, what a traumatic moment. I think you did the right thing by distracting him and going to do something fun with his cool older cousin. I bet he'll never forget it. That said, I would have at least told the rest of the family coming. No offense to your family, but a family gathering isn't nearly as cool to a kid as what you did for him. I'd think they would see that. Take the hit from the family knowing you saved the day for a kid. Not the asshole. The only thing wrong is not talking to other family members involved. Just to let them know. I would also have asked grown-ups if I could get my friends over to celebrate and play with the kid. Even more, keep being awesome with your cousin. You have created a key memory and hopefully a friend for life. Not the asshole, but your mom sure is the R for saying yes and then not backing you up when you came home. You asked first before you took him. The fault lies with her. That said, ask your aunt directly next time. Not the asshole. You're a damn fine person. Not the asshole. But I'm confused by he would have had a better time with his family. What family? His mom and his aunt. Your mom. There was no mention of other family. Or did they show up later? And if so, why did they show up more than an hour after the party was supposed to start? Most importantly, your cousin had a good time. Next time ask the parents though. That was not the smartest move. Oh my god. NTA. You seem sweet beyond belief. The adults around you seem to go, ah well. We can just have a family get together, completely ignoring that this very small child was completely abandoned by friends on his birthday. A special day with 2 older kids was the loveliest thing. You were kind and you were a good kid. Be proud of yourself. For sure not the asshole. But info, please tell me your cousin didn't hear your mom and aunt yelling at you about it. That would just make it so much worse. I know 100 that your little cousin felt awesome going with his cool older cousin and friend. Felt like one of the guys and had a lot of fun at an arcade. Good for you. They insisted that my cousin would have had a better time with family. You are family. And probably your little cousin's hero. Also, your friend Alex is pretty cool if he's willing to hang out with your 7-year cousin. 2. Not the asshole. Intar. I feel so bad for that poor baby, and you are an everyday hero for turning this major disappointment around. I don't want to call you an R because it was really, really sweet to take it upon yourself to cheer your cousin up. But never ever ever take a small child somewhere without clearing it with their parents first. Based on one of your other comments. Your mom knew, which is good, but it's your responsibility to communicate with your aunt in this situation. That said, I hope the adults can see this for the lovely gesture it was. Your cousin will certainly remember it. Not the asshole. Just gotta suck up whatever stupid crap they're throwing at you. You did a very good thing that your cousin will likely remember forever. As a mom of a kid who invited his whole class to his birthday, and no one showed up, you are not the asshole. This was the best thing you could have done. Your cousin will remember this birthday fondly, instead of sadly, for a really long time. Unlike my kid, who at 15, almost 16, still remembers turning 5 and no one coming. What you did was sweet, but didn't you ask the aunt if the cousin could go? You probably should have asked permission directly, but I'm still gonna go with not the asshole. I guarantee a pity party with his mother would have made him feel even worse than he felt when all of his friends abandoned him. I think the impact you had on this kid's life is overwhelmingly positive. Not the asshole. You are awesome. How your mom is yelling at you instead of beaming with pride over how amazing her 16-year-old is. For showing compassion and care to a 7-year-old blows my mind. I had a birthday party just like that little kid's. However, I did not have an amazing cousin to remedy the situation. I guarantee your little cousin will always remember this and will always treasure you. It is the small, everyday deeds of ordinary folks that keep darkness at bay. Small acts of kindness and love. Not all heroes wear capes, my man. You did right by your cousin and saved him from a life-changing humiliation. The right thing to do would be to ask an adult. Then treat your cousin. You did that. The lil guy is lucky to have you. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. The yelling is temporary. Your cousin's going to remember you stepping up when it was pretty shitty for him forever. Intar. More like the hero your cousin needed right then.